of this program, Ball Chat with Kenny. I'm talking about Kenny Bamidele. How you doing, Kenny?
Thanks for having me on the show this evening. I feel it's good to be here on Ball Chat with Kenny. A lot has been happening in basketball.
That's true.
Kyrie has been everywhere.
Exactly.
I mean, Kyrie is just one man that you really stay up the news for
At
one or two
all.
reasons. Josh Primo. I mean, that young man got him into some trouble there. And thanks for having me on the show this evening.
All right, now let me go over to the man right beside me, the man that always brings controversy to the table, the man with the hot takes, the man, the Michael Jordan fanatic that always throws shots at LeBron James. I'm talking about the real buckets, Anthony. Anthony, welcome to the show.
Yeah, I thank you very much for having me today. I've been down for the past 2 days now.
Okay, what injury?
The Miami Heat just lost to
the Miami Heat syndrome. Okay.
Now I get it. All right, now let's get straight to what we have today on the program. Now let's start with the Tigers and the Tigers. It's always good when we celebrate our very own. And for the Tigers, what I want us to do today is we have a lot of guys that has played for us. Even if we have some big names like maybe Giannis Antetokounmpo who never played for us, or guys like Hakeem the Dream. But we've had some great players. We've had fantastic guys. We've had guys like Michael Eric, Ike Diogu. You can never forget him. Al Farouk Aminu. Ime Udoka, Shane Lawal. Now, guys, let me start with Kenny. Okay.
For you, who are the top 3 players? You're going to rank them from 3 to 1.
Okay.
Your top 3 players of all time for the D Tigers.
For the D Tigers, the truth is we have a lot of top players for the Tigers of Nigeria, but I really, I love some of them, and I think number 3 should be Jordan Nwora. I know this take
Jordan Nwora.
Yeah, Jordan Nwora.
When did he start playing for the Tigers?
This is the reason.
Kenny,
this is the reason why I'm going with Jordan Nwora.
Okay.
Let me actually explain myself here. This is the reason why I'm going with Jordan Nwora. Who is that player to have scored the highest point in an international game for Nigeria?
Jordan Nwora, yes. Jordan Nwora, yes.
Then he broke the record of a legend, Ike Diogu. What we're talking about here? We're talking about a player that once he's in form, he drops those points. I mean, steady.
Only one record, and you want to place him in top place.
I have my reasons. I think Jordan. I'm looking at it based on potentials.
Okay, all right. Let's move on to number 2.
So number 3 has got to be Jordan Nwora. Number 3 and number 2. Is going to be Al Farouk Aminu. I think this brother changed the game in the country, and of course kind of helping young basketball players know that they have what it takes to be great when it comes to this game. That's why I'm going with Al Farouk. He also won the AfroBasket title in 2015, and I think the first is no other that the Captain Fantastic. I think
they call him Black Caesar.
Black Caesar. That's the brother's name. The OG himself. I think Ike Diogu is just someone that's got to be there. Talking about representing Nigeria in 2 Olympics, the 2012 Olympics, and of course 2016 Olympics too. And I think it's got to be there. So I'm going to rank Jordan Nwora 3rd, Al Farouk Aminu 2nd. Then Ike Diogu 1st.
All right, Bucket. How about you?
Okay, obviously, my top 3 players will obviously come from the 2015 team that actually played in the Afro Basketball Championship. You understand? Number 3 is Farouk Aminu. You understand? The reason why I'm going with Aminu is because Aminu had that. Aminu was just like the dream. You understand? Like he gave us that dream, and he was. Let me just say, he was the most marketable player that actually came out from Nigeria. You understand? Like you can't ask any basketball player right now that doesn't know Aminu. I'm going to the 2nd is I should give it to Chamberlain Oguchi. I keep praying that one day, man, Chamberlain will obviously get the respect he deserves because of people don't really give him that props. Maybe because of he didn't actually get to play in the NBA. You understand? But Chamberlain is always my top 2, and number 1 is obviously Ike Diogu. You understand?
Man himself.
Like being a Nigerian, obviously seeing Ike Diogu on the basketball court playing for Nigeria is actually, you understand, once he's there, he's just like Captain America. Like we feel protected, see him on the court. You understand? And I feel like the reason why we didn't perform that well in the Olympics was because of he was not actually on the team. Because why would he pick someone like Jalil Okafor and keep Diogu out?
I'm still surprised to this day how that decision was made. Now, all right, let's move on to the Tigers. Now, Kenny, I'm sure you have relationship with some of these ladies. Have you seen? You've had interviews, you've spoken to them. Now, who are your top 3 for the Tigers?
Yeah, top three for the Tigers. It's going to be difficult, because we also have top basketball players, in terms of those that have played once upon a time. For Udoka played, and there's also, Rafael Taiwo, who also played at some point. We've got names of them back then, but talking about presently, who I'm going to pick like the best, top three best player for the Tigers of Nigeria. I'm going to start with number three, Evelyn Akato. I mean, Evelyn is one player that she makes the game look so easy. Basketball ain't easy, you and I know that, but Evelyn, she's called the double-double queen. She gets the rebound, she gets the point. And on D, she's also very good on defense. So I feel it's got to be Evelyn Akato at number three. Number two is Ezine Kalu, the Nigerian queen. I think that name suits her. Ezine Kalu, I've had chat with Ezine Kalu like a couple of times, and always lovely to like chat with her. Yeah. Very lively.
Can I add something? Like, we call her the Queen Elizabeth of basketball when it comes to Nigeria. You understand? Bro,
I'm waiting for who will top the queen, because she's number two.
It's got to be another queen. Okay, so I think number two has got to be Ezine Kalu. Drive, she's also skillful. She's pacey too. I think I love her pace. The kind of combination she's got with Promise Amukamara is one thing I love to see. Number one, it's no other than Adara Elonu.
She's so come on,
Adara shows true leadership. She leads this team well. The Tigers have faced a lot of issues, but Adara will always stand tall. Speaking to these players, we have to go, we have to get the result. 2015, true. I think they got bronze in the Afro-Basket Championship in Cameroon, and they got 3 peats back to back to back. That doesn't come easy, and they were led by Adara Elonu. So I think it's got to be Adara Elonu.
All right, Kenny, thanks for that. Well, the Tigers, we have a lot of great players who have played for us. Maybe not celebrated as much, because a lot of them probably don't even get to play in the NBA, but at least they always get the job done for us.